Hi everyone, welcome to Mindovas, the place where learning becomes simple, practical, and fun. Today we're starting from absolute zero with Microsoft Word, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to create and save your very first professional document. So grab your laptop, open Word, and let's get started. Okay, let's start. First of all, you have to open Microsoft Word. How? On the desktop, you can see the Microsoft Word shortcut. If there is no shortcut on your desktop, you can open it by going to the Start menu and writing the word name. And after that, you can open it. So first of all, double click on the word. Okay, here is the window of Microsoft Word software. On the first part of the Word software, you can see the ribbon. Okay, this is called the ribbon. And the ribbon has different parts, different tabs. Okay, the first tab is Home. What do you do in the Home tab? For example, in the Home tab, you can work with the fonts or paragraphs or some other things. For example, if you want to change the style of a word or sentence or letter or something else, you can do it in this part. Or if you want to change the alignment of the sentences or paragraphs, you can use it by the paragraph part. And also on the other parts of the ribbon or tabs, you can see different tools. Okay, for example, in the layout tab, you can see the margin, orientation, size, column, and the other settings. After this part, you can see the rulers, the horizontal and vertical rulers that I will tell you what they're going to do for you in the next sessions and episodes. And here you can see a blank page where here you can write your own paragraphs or sentences or whatever. For example, now I want to write a sentence. For example, I say Mindovas, comma, ignite your mind. Okay, so I wrote my first sentence in Microsoft Word. Now you can save this file. How? We have different types of saving, okay? Different ways of savings. One of them is, for example, from File. You go to File. After that, here, you see the Save or Save As. If you are saving actually the document for the first time, there is no difference between save and save as. Okay. So, but for the second time, when you are saving some documents, there are some differences between save and save as that I will tell you now. So, for example, I use the button save here. I use it. After that, it goes to save as. So when you click on it, it goes to save as. And after that, browse. Okay. So here, I want to, for example, save it on my desktop. I choose desktop and I write a name for this file. Mindovas is okay. I like it. No problem. And you can choose the type of the file. Save as type. Okay. This is the type. Usually for the Word documents, we use docx extension as our files extension. Okay. Of course, you can use the PDF files that I will tell you later. They are very good for you in order when you want to, for example, copy and paste the files from one computer to another computer. It's better to save them in the PDF format because when you use the PDF format, for example, in this part, there is no need to copy the fonts of your computer to another computer, okay? The phones are embedded into your file and you can see it in the other computers. Of course, you cannot edit a PDF file very easily, okay? If you want to edit the file, it's better to use the docx extension, okay? docx or docx. So I use the docx extension here and I save it. Okay, my file is saved. I closed Word and after that, you can see mindovas.docx on my desktop. If I double click on it, you can see that the file opens for us, okay, and we can work on it. Now I want to change something to this file. I write, for example, I press enter and I read, for example, this is a test. So I want to show you the difference between save and save as here. For example, when I click on file and after that save, what happened? Nothing. You don't see any windows, okay? That, for example, they open or do something for you. No, because you saved this sentence. This is a test in this file for yourself, okay? Now, if I close the file and I open it again, you can see this is a test here. So, and after that, for example, I write here test number 2, for example. Now, what happens if I use the file and save as? When I use the save as, you go to the next part that shows you place, for example, in order to choose for saving. I use the browse, okay? And I can save my file in another name or with another type, okay? For example, I say Mindovas underline 02, Mindovas number 2, okay? And I want to save it on my desktop with a type of, for example, Word document docx, and I save it. So let's see what happens. Now, I have 2 files here. One of them is here, Mindovas 02 and Mindovas. If I open Mindovas, you see that, for example, Mindovas, ignite your mind. This is a test. Finished. But what happens with Mindovas 2? Mindovas 2, we have the last sentence that is telling us test number 2. Okay? So in Mindovas 2, we have 3 sentences. Mindovas, ignite your mind. This is a test number 2. But in Mindovas file, we have just 2 sentences. Why? Because in the last part, we saved as the file into another, for example, location or with another name or with another, for example, type. So this is the difference between the save and save as. When you save something, it means that any changes that you did into your file will save to the existing file that you saved it before. But when you save as something, you are saving the file into another location or with another name or with another save as type. Okay. So, and in this file, we want to look at here. Okay. If you look at here, you see quick access toolbar. Okay. This is called the quick access toolbar. For example, there is a diskette icon. It is the save button. Okay. When you want to save something, you can just click on the save button here. Okay. Sometimes these icons are hidden. Okay. They are not shown to you. So you can just click on this part. When you open it, you can click whatever that you want. Okay. For example, new, or for example, open, or save. You can enable or disable them. For example, I want to disable, for example, the the option automatically save. For example, I don't want it. So I just click on it and I will see that it disappears from this part. Okay. If you like it, you can enable it too. Okay. So, and how do we close a file? If you click on file, okay, you can see there is an option here that tells you close. So when you click on close, you close the file in the Word, but actually your software, the Word software is still open for you. So you can make or create another file. So how? You go to file and after that you click on blank documents. Here it goes. You can see a blank document here. Okay. So just for example, you can write this is a test, for example. And after that, you can save it. Now in this part, you can save, for example, by just clicking on the save button in the quick access toolbar here. And you can save it. Okay. So in this lesson, we learned that, for example, in this uh, software, you can see the ribbon. There are different tabs. Okay. There are different tabs for you. In each tab, for example, you can see the different tools. We have the horizontal and vertical ruler, the document itself, and we learned how to save a file by going to file and after that using the save or save. We found out about the differences between save and save as, and we enable or disable some options in the quick access toolbar here. Okay. So, the first session of our lesson is finished and I would be happy to see you in the next session. Okay. So, thank you and see you next session. Bye.